What's up, guys? It's your buddy Scott Newby with Base Brings Us Together, sharing an update video. Obviously, as you can see, the theater room is not so pretty. In the process of tearing everything out, going to be ripping out the ceiling today. Got to access some water lines and stuff that I want to secure and strap down so there's no rattling or chance of them breaking with the new setup. Got all the wiring ripped out of the floor. It's been a process. I got to actually slow down quite a bit because we had a big freeze come through Chicago and I had a lot of plumbing repairs to do with frozen and busted water lines. Obviously, business comes before pleasure, but this is a setup that is high priority to me. We have a huge get-together coming up in about 82 days where there'll be almost 80 people here at the house flying in from all over the place for Base Brings Us Together 2026. So I just want to go over a few things. As you guys see, I dropped the pictures of the new 24-inch custom tooled, built from the ground up RTJ 24-inch subwoofers that I'll be using in this room. I certainly appreciate the enthusiasm of people that have already been trying to order them from me. Unfortunately, none of that is for sale at the moment. I want to get the room together. They want to get some stock built up before the actual full release. So, but thanks for following along. I'll give you guys some updates of what's going on in here. So we decided to do it the ceiling. I'm going to rip all this out and going to do 3/4 inch tongue and groove. Like I said, I got some water lines running through here. I have this whole ceiling ripped out. I'll share some pictures and videos of that on the various platforms that I share everything on. Just ordered a whole bunch of new panels from GIK. Diffusion, absorption, going to do the acoustics a little bit differently in here this time. Got some super cool news for collaboration I'm actually working with a company on for a projector that is going to blow my mind, going to blow your guys' mind. Right on the verge of making that deal happen. 99% of the way there. I don't want to share it with you guys just yet because I was asked not to, but that'll be my first collaboration with a company that's excited about this room, excited about my community. So that is awesome. I can't wait to share. Hopefully in the next week or two, I'll be able to share. That's huge news because I'm moving this around a lot. Been busy all morning. So this area here, pretty much from this wall to this wall, and then floor to ceiling, will be about a 167-inch Seymour Excellence screen, floor to ceiling, wall to wall, 16x9. That we're going to be about 9.5 feet away from our eyes for an insane like 70-degree viewing angle. So just think IMAX, and I wanted that picture to be so stupidly bright in HDR that would like set the screen on fire. High nits. I wanted a huge picture to go with the huge sound, whole new room revamp. So I'm excited to share what projector that I'm going to be going with. This all is going to get ripped down. This front wall is going to be tongue and groove 3/4 inch plywood, just like the ceiling. The rest of these walls are concrete with just like a paneling glued to them. So I'm going to green glue this whole front wall, which is double drywall, and tongue and groove plywood with that. And then let's talk about what we're going to be doing. So I talked about the screen, talked about, well, a little bit about the projector. It's going to be a super cool one. Excuse me, breathing in insulation isn't the best for me because all this used to be covered. Now I'm uncovering and ripping everything down. So in this corner right here, from floor to ceiling, I have the red Atom rack that'll be coming down here, and that'll be pretty much floor to ceiling of amplifiers and then the Anthem preamp. So that'll be going in this corner, and then there will be subwoofer bottom, 24-inch RTJ. Speaker that I can't talk about yet either because I'm under NDA, but I'll be able to talk more about that soon too. And then another 24-inch subwoofer at the top. Along this whole back wall will be double stacked 24s, and then the seats pushed right against them. So they'll just have a wall filled of 24s back here. On the back wall, I've decided to go with the JTR 110 SLs, just kind of slant down to the seats. Going to leave the in-ceiling JTR 110s as for the Atmos. So 4 of those will stay. Then over here will be another 24, another speaker that'll be new release, and then another 24-inch at the ceiling. And then on the front wall will be 24-inch sub, speaker, 24-inch sub, a 3 stack of 24-inch subs, another 24-inch sub, the center channel 24-inch sub, another 3 stack of 24-inch subs, and then that corner will be a 24-inch sub, the left speaker, and another 24-inch sub at the top. As time goes on, I'll be able to disclose more information of what those speakers are going to be. As you guys know, it'll be in the RTJ family. Just I can't share any more details, unfortunately, just yet. But certainly trying to keep everybody in the loop. And now that I'm back to working on this project full time, because this all needs to be wrapped up. So people asking, I'm sticking with the Anthem AVM 70 for now. I did switch over to the mini DSP HTs. So now I'll have 16 subwoofer outputs, because I did get 2 of those, and each one has 8 outputs. So I'm going to treat the 24-inch subs with 16. I'll, do my custom calibration with the 16 outputs from that. Redoing all the wiring. I got 240 ran to the room already, so looking for an option to switch the 240 into multiple 120 volt outlets, because the rack amps will all be 120 volt 8,000 watt amps. There will be 12 of the 8,000 watt amps to power the subs, and then new amps to drive all the other speakers, and then obviously the Anthem preamp. And also I'll be able to share the new 18-inch RTJ carbon fiber drivers that'll be going in the family room upstairs for the new 2-channel system up there. I'll be getting those in about 2 weeks or so. And also for upstairs, I went with the mini DSP 2x4 flex with die rack. So the new 2-channel system will be 418s with a new middle section that I'll be sharing more information about. And then also I'll be able to incorporate die rack now with using the mini DSP. So certainly excited about that. And then the third system is the 5.2 Kalo system, which will remain the same. We're redoing a few of the rooms upstairs to make them a little bit easier to give demos, a little bit nicer. I'll be sharing all that information as well too. Definitely this room is going to be kind of all blacked out, and we're going to, after do the plywood wall and ceiling, we're going to Duratex the whole room, trying to strengthen it up, make it a little bit tighter. And then also we'll be doing the back wall in different room treatments to kind of give the room a more serious, more professional look. So certainly, as you guys know, this has been big in the making for me. I've had a lot of people come by and enjoy this space and get demos and made a ton of friends, and it's really been quite the experience for us. So just looking to go to that more final stage. I've been in this hobby my whole life and trying to build a room that I never dreamed that I'd be able to have. So taking a lot of time, certainly taking some money, taking a lot of effort, a lot of planning, because this room isn't huge by any means, roughly 14 by 16 feet with some weird cut-ins and cutouts. But I'm bringing you guys along the journey. I made a lot of mistakes with building this room. I do a lot of the work myself, but certainly having fun. I'm glad that you guys are here to experience it with me. And for everybody that's got to experience this space, thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out with us. So just giving you kind of the raw, unfiltered, behind-the-scenes look. It's a mess. It sucks. A lot of work. But in the end, it's going to be worth it. Thanks, everybody, for the love and support. And hopefully you guys follow along. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it certainly helps grow the channel. And that's what we're all about, is growing the community. All right, guys. I got to get back to work. You guys have an amazing weekend. Tomorrow's Super Bowl Sunday. Let's hope that my squares hit. Let's hope that your squares hit. Let's all have a good time. All right, everybody. Peace out.